Right. Just when you thought it couldn't get any better. This is arguably one of the greatest fields ever assembled for a 400 hurdles final. Trevor Bassett, world indoor champion over the 400 flat. A huge PB this season. He's on the outside in 8. Jaheel Hyde, semi-finalist in Rio, semi-finalist in London, semi-finalist in Tokyo. He's made the big one here in Eugene, and the Jamaicans will have high hopes for a youngster who's promised much for many years. Alison Dos Santos, the fastest man in the world this year, the 3rd fastest in history, the Olympic bronze medalist. Is this the night he upgrades to gold? Wilfred Hapio, European under-23 champion a couple of years ago. A PB in qualifying, 2nd on the French all-time list. That's what it took just to get into this final. The Olympic champion, the world record holder, bidding to become the first man in history to win this title 3 times. There's the roar. Warholm will believe the hamstring problems are behind him. He goes in 4th. The silver medalist in Doha, the silver medalist in Tokyo, the 2nd fastest man in history. Could Benjamin send this crowd into unadulterated joy? He's got to beat the all-time great to do so. Rasmus Maggi, semi-finalist in Moscow and Beijing and Doha. Finally, he gets his turn to join the biggest party of all. Khalifa Rosser on the inside. The 4th fastest in the world this year. Another man smashing PBs left, right and centre. Rosser USA in 1, Maggi Estonia 2, Benjamin USA 3, Warholm Norway 4, Hapio France 5, Dos Santos Brazil 6, Hyde Jamaica 7, Bassett USA 8. The 3 fastest men in history, the 3 Olympic medalists, the world record holder, the North American record holder, the South American record holder. Together they have elevated our sport to unprecedented levels. They did it in Tokyo. Can they do it again here in Eugene? We might remember this race for many, many, many years to come. It's the final of the men's 400-metre hurdle. Roar from the crowd. Watch for a quick start from Karsten Warholm, and he's already up on Hapio. Benjamin's going a little steadier here. Dos Santos trying to close in on Jaheel Hyde, who's understandably gone out quick. Dos Santos has had such a good season, and he's the marginal leader at the moment. No move yet from Benjamin. Coming round the top bend. Warholm and Dos Santos. Now Benjamin beginning to move on the inside. All 3 medalists from Tokyo. Warholm's going backwards. Benjamin's coming through. Dos Santos has the belief, he has the desire, and he has the talent. The Viking roared in Tokyo, but tonight belongs to Alison Dos Santos. A massive championship record, a lifetime best. And he was not to be denied revenge. He has plundered the Vikings' gold and done it in incredible style. Take a bow, Alison Dos Santos. We salute you. You are the greatest in the world in 2022, and you have beaten the best in history to do it. Brilliant by the Brazilian, brilliant.
That race was awesome, and with a championship record on top of that.
The crowd are going wild because Rai Benjamin got the silver and Trevor Bassett has taken the bronze with a massive PB of 47.39. Benjamin had his problems this year. COVID, issues with his upper quad. He's delighted with the silver, and he should be. It was just too much this time for Karsten Warholm. He came in here with no races finished this season. He looked okay in the heats because he wasn't under pressure. He looked okay in the semis because he wasn't under pressure. But come the final, round that bend, This time, he didn't have the gas, and Dos Santos did. You've got to be so pleased for Alison Dos Santos. He's worked tirelessly since finishing third in Tokyo, and he richly deserves his moment in the spotlight. Tonight, it is his turn to shine, and how he will soak up the applause and the plaudits. Silver again for Benjamin, but I think that's a great result after the difficult season he's had.
Oh, I agree. You know, he worked hard. He's, like you said, he's come through so much. And he's the happiest silver medalist out here because he worked hard for that, and he deserved it. And what about Bassett? You know, coming through with a PR of 47.39. When it count, he stepped up and made it happen.
I am so pleased for Alison Dos Santos. I love them all. I think what Benjamin and Dos Santos and Varholm did last year elevated athletics to a higher plane. But you've got to admire the way he's attacked everything this season. Right, this is the moment. A fully fit Varholm begins to come through, but he was out of it at this stage.
He was. You can even see how Dos Santos was very still composed, armed, and he was attacking the hurdles, and Karsten Warholm was going backwards based off of, like, fitness. I just think he couldn't take those 3 rounds.
26, 46, 29. That was brilliant from Dos Santos.
I mean, he was trying. Warholm was trying. He got off balance on that 7th, 8th hurdle, and he just couldn't hang anymore. And you see Hoppio coming. You didn't even see Bassett at the very end until the end. He dove for the finish line.
Superb from Dos Santos. What an end to a breathtaking night of track and field. Just incredible. He's still third on the all-time list, but he's taken a few tenths off his South American record. Hoppio thought he got the bronze there and he crashed to the ground, but you're right, Bassett came back really late. Varholm was out of it. Jaheel Hyde started quickly. He had no alternative but to do that. Now, do we see the merest hint of a smile on the face? Because he must have known he was clear when he wouldn't have been able to see Benjamin out the corner of his eye. Oh, that's so good for the Brazilian. They've never won a medal in this event, and he's come in and taken the big one.
And they are going to be celebrating in Brazil for the next 2 weeks.
That is superb from Dos Santos.
Well deserved.
Well, you can't always have the perfect race. He did in Tokyo. He's had a tough season, but knowing what Varholm is like, he will be itching for next year's World Championship in Hungary. But tonight was about Dos Santos.